Here's a look at a prototype Racegun Half Block Autococker that Benji put together. Benji received this body raw in a sealed plastic bag, and he received the back block sled along with it. They were parts that came from the California or US Racegun dealer when Benji bought them out. And when we look at this body, we can see there are several differences from a standard production race gun, and those are the feed neck. This body uses female threads, most likely Angel, whereas the production race gun bodies use male threads similar to Autococker STO threads. When we look at the body here, we can see there's a ridge in front. Let's see if I can focus on that. There's a ridge in front. We can see that the milling is unlike any production race gun body that we've seen. We've only seen this milling in photos of the race gun booth when they're actually advertising the prototype models. So, as I mentioned before, Benji received this just as a body with the back block, so none of the other parts are particularly race gun or prototype race gun, but we can also see that it is drilled for, I believe, dual eyes, the old race gun eyes. We can also see the front of the body is smooth, rounded. We can see that it kind of has a center point on either side of the body beneath the feed neck, which is unusual for race gun bodies and most autococker bodies. You can read in the details where I compare that to a few other bodies we've seen. We don't know who machined this body, whether it was race gun or whether they contracted it out. Based on the other bodies that Benji received in sealed plastic bags along with this body, I'm thinking that it's possible that race gun contracted other autococker body, or as you would say, cocker body, because we don't think they were WGP. So none of the other bodies that came along with this body sealed in plastic raw were serialized. So we suspect, or I suspect, that Racegun contracted different cocker body builders or different machinists who were making cocker bodies to provide them with several different prototype models. And from there, they actually chose what style they would go with, or they might have contracted someone else to actually make the final production model. Another difference when we look at this body is the detent. We can see that it has a standard threaded detent on the left side of the body, and there is no detent spawn on the right side. So the production race guns take plates on both the left and the right side of the body, and underneath that plate they have a spring-loaded detent system. And this body, since it's a prototype and possibly not machined by whoever machined the production bodies, uses a standard detent. So it's possible Race was still trying to figure that detent system out at the time this was prototyped. Very cool body and super cool build. Another look at the ridge on the front.